Tonight, a lie is told in front of the entire court. And the truth? No one wants to hear it. Hi friends, this is Manga with May. Tonight, rumors spread faster than truth. And sometimes, the most dangerous battles are the ones fought with words. Queen is still in Navier's arms when Countess Eliza enters quietly. The Verdi family has come. Viscountess Verdi will no longer serve as Navier's lady-in-waiting. Navier is surprised. Verdi had borrowed money from her not long ago. What happened? She tells herself not to assume the worst, but something feels wrong. On the second day of celebration, Navier sees Rashta. She is wearing the silk that Navier once rejected from Grand Duke Rylijn Roth. And standing beside her, Viscountess Verdi. Navier's fingers tighten slightly. Is Rashta taking everything from her, one by one? Princess Circe appears and brings new gossip. Prince Henry is exchanging anonymous letters with someone in the palace. And he is looking for that person. Navier's ladies immediately turn to her. They know. But Navier remains calm. If this becomes public, it will be twisted. Let it remain anonymous. Across the palace, Rashta hears the same rumor. She also notices Viscountess Verdi's discomfort. When the room clears, Rashta presses her gently, and Verdi reveals it. The Empress is the pen pal. Rashta's eyes brighten. She asks if Verdi knows what was written in the letters. She does. And Rashta smiles. What is she up to? On the third day, a young noble woman steps forward. Lady Cherini. She claims she is Prince Henry's mysterious correspondent. Navier recognizes her instantly. She is one of Rashta's followers. Henry watches her calmly, asks a couple questions. Then he says, "Is it acceptable in the Eastern Empire for a servant to deceive royalty?" The girl falters, but she knows details, which means she knows the real recipient. Henry's eyes drift, just briefly, toward Navier. She feels it. But before anything unfolds, Rashta steps forward brightly, saying she is Henry's dear pen pal. Sure, she can't read nor write. "Oh, I can prove it." Navier is confused. Henry knows the truth, but he plays along. Back in her quarters, Laura is furious. How can she lie like that? Isn't being His Majesty's mistress enough? Navier exhales slowly. He knows she is lying. But she wonders, why is he pretending? And she notices something else. Queen hasn't come in 2 days. The night before the final banquet, a formal dinner is held. Navier prepares carefully. Prince Henry will draw attention. So will Grand Duke Kaufmann of Ript, a powerful figure from a distant desert nation. Unknown etiquette, unknown intentions. Navier must be careful. When she arrives, "Big sister," Rashta pauses. "Oh, Your Majesty?" Navier walks past her without a word. Princess Cersei whispers to Navier that earlier, Henry treated Rashta with tenderness right in front of the Emperor. The atmosphere feels strained. Then, Sovieshu raises his voice, accusing Henry of disrespect. Henry remains calm. I merely pointed out that Lady Rashta could not recall half of my letters. Sovieshu defends her. She mixed up the details. Henry tilts his head. That is strange. I trusted her words. Rashta begins crying again, claiming she is being targeted because of her social standing. Navier hesitates. Then she steps forward. I know Lady Rashta is not Prince Henry's pen pal. Sovieshu snaps at her. Do not take his side simply because you despise her. Henry smiles faintly. It seems His Majesty believes only the words that come from Lady Rashta's mouth. How frustrating for the Empress. That is the final spark. Sovieshu challenges Henry to a duel. Henry answers calmly. If I kill the Emperor, will I be allowed to leave safely? If yes, I accept the duel. Gasps ripple across the room. Before it escalates, Navier's voice cuts through. That is enough. Her authority silences both men. The duel never happens. She dismisses the dinner. As people begin to disperse, Navier notices something subtle. Rashta approaches Grand Duke Kaufman and mimics Navier's tone, her posture, her manner of speaking, even the way she asks if he will attend tomorrow's banquet. Navier watches. So, she's not just crying, she is learning. Later, Navier confronts Rashta. You told others I sent you gifts. Rashta looks genuinely confused. But I received them. Navier's voice cools. I sent nothing. Rashta tilts her head. Are you still angry about the letters? I only wanted to help. It seemed like you didn't want the others to know. Which means she knew. She knew Navier was the pen pal. Rashta begins crying again. Of course, right as Sovieshu steps out into the corridor. When questioned, the truth emerges. It was Sovieshu who used Navier's name. He apologizes to Rashta. Navier steps forward. You will correct this publicly, and you will apologize to me. Her voice is calm but firm. Do not use my name carelessly again. Henry watches her, almost captivated. He turns to Sovieshu. You truly have terrible taste. Then to Navier. I will make sure your reputation is not harmed by the Emperor's mistake. Before Sovieshu can retaliate, Henry is pulled away by his attendant. Elsewhere, McKenna confronts him. You were rebuilding your reputation. Why provoke him? Henry steps forward. McKenna braces, thinking Henry is going to hit him. But instead, Henry transforms him into a bird by touching him, hands him a letter, and tells him, deliver this to Ergi. I will stay out of trouble. Will he though? Back in her chamber, Navier admits quietly. Prince Henry is surprisingly honorable. Laura relaxes slightly until Lady Knight Artina brings new gossip. Baron Lente is telling everyone that Lady Rashta was so charming that the Emperor and Prince Henry nearly dueled over her. Laura is furious. Rumors do not need truth. Queen returns. Navier's expression softens instantly. She hugs him gently. The letter reads, I revealed myself so I could lose the bet. But you are not even trying. Why? Navier writes back, let us remain pen pals. Queen stiffens. She strokes his feathers gently. I know your owner is a good person, but if we meet now, it will only add fuel to the fire. Rashta, so vieux, politics. Please understand. Queen lowers his head reluctantly. And so rumors grow, pride clashes, and the quiet game continues in the shadows. Thank you for listening to Manga with me. I'll see you in the next episode.